7 basket full. Number 7 is always a sign of perfection, a number that symbolizes also the plenitude, the fullness. 7 basket will always be full if we are compassionate and if we are animated by the spirit of love. Advent is that season whereby we grow each and every day in a certain virtues. We began on the first Sunday with this calling and to prepare. And it's going to be intensified in the coming Sunday with the coming of John the Baptist. After that Monday, we heard so much emphasis on faith and humility. On Tuesday, there was another important aspect of our lives that also was also given to us of our Christian life. And then we see today a very important aspect, which is compassion and love. Compassion and love. Yes, dear brothers and sisters, it is, we see this in God himself, because compassion is the attitude of God. Since the Old Testament, the Lord your God, O Israel, is compassionate and love. How does Isaiah, the prophet of hope, describe this? For this God who is going to come, he prophesies a kind of banquet. A banquet. He gives us a banquet. This banquet is going to be plenty with nice food and nice everything. Then all people are invited. And there's something very strange. Is that God will restore, and he even destroyed death itself. And if he destroys death, this means he has been compassionate. He has forgotten what we have done before. He destroys death and wipes the tears from our faces. That's compassion. A God who takes care of the brokenhearted, and a God who prepares a banquet for us, and Jesus fulfilling this in the gospel. In the gospel we see they brought Jesus all kinds of people. These are not rich people who are coming to him. Maybe they might be rich, but they are desperate. They are desperate. These are the mutes, these are the lame, these are the paralyzed, these are the people who cannot take care of themselves. And what would he do? He stayed with them, he was healing them, but for more than 3 days, these people have not eaten. This is the observation that Jesus does himself. He doesn't let them go away. He feeds them spiritually. He feeds them physically. Compassion. I think our world is broken. For those who came for the talk on Monday, we heard one of the solutions that Pope Francis is giving us, the return to the hearts. And I think that's where compassion comes. It comes from the hearts. And our world, it can only be healed. The broken society, the broken families can only be healed today. One of the solutions could be compassion and love. Have you ever asked yourself, why do we have so many people who are needy? And my response is just we have so many needy because we also have so many greedy people. Because if you have people who are sharing resources, sharing what we have, everybody will have enough to eat. Everybody will have enough to drink. Everybody will have enough to live with. The world has so many needy because other people are so greedy. I can tell you, half of the people in the world are living with half of the things they don't even need: food, vehicles, money, staying, and even being locked in banks, or sometimes some of them are digging the ground to put that money. How many bank accounts have been frozen? And that money is just there, frozen. Billions are frozen because they don't know who's, but maybe they know the person, and the process to get them that money out is not there. And the state only has a certain duration before they can take that money and use it. How many neighbors? I was just telling the ladies jokingly to say, check your wardrobe. How many dresses are there inside that you don't need? St. Ambrose was saying, when you have two coats or three, two pair of shoe, the second one and the third one are not yours. They are for the one who is in need. And that's, the world needs to get back to what we call today social justice. But social justice can only be, is not compelling, it's something that is just moral, our morality that tells us that we need to share, but nobody's going to come and hit you and fight with you, say, hey, you have 1 million in the account, Father Georges need 10,000 for divine mercy, give him. No, nobody is going to force you. It's only your heart. You're having a child dying there on the street. Your money can be lying in the account. Nobody is going to force you. That's only your own heart that can beat and say, yeah, I don't need all that much. I can only use this much and share the rest with others. My dear brothers and sisters, compassion is what is going to heal the broken society. It has to heal the broken society. And Pope Francis is really strongly inviting us through the Dilexit Nos encyclical to say, yes, brothers, get back to the heart, which is now getting too much individualistic, and we are getting too much distracted with so many things, and at the end of the day, I am my heart. If my heart is good, if my heart is clean, if my heart is pure, if my heart is compassionate, if my heart is love, all my actions also are going to be to line up with the state of my heart. During this time of Advent, that's why some of you who did not come for this, it's very important to come for this talk, the Lenten talk, the Advent talks. I'm telling you, they are very important because I think this is one way we can return to the Lord, finding solutions from the heart of Jesus. One of the prayer we do with the Sacred Heart of Jesus is, O Sacred Heart of Jesus, make your heart, my heart, unto thine. Is that every day I long that my heart may become like the hearts of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. How beautiful will that be? How wonderful, how powerful will this be? That your heart is like that of Jesus, my heart is like that of Jesus, and all our hearts are like the heart of Jesus. We are going to live in a little paradise, the one Isaiah was describing yesterday, that The cobra and the child will be playing. The lion and the sheep will be walking together. And the tiger, and they will be like having that harmony, that harmonious life. May the Lord bless us with the gifts of compassion and love. He is a God of compassion. Let us be compassionate.